Alright, I'm doing one little last part special because right before I close this, Trent Dunham, aka TrentTheHedgie, commented, so I'm going to do it just for him, so it'll be a really short and quick one, since Trent was one of these people that's helped me a lot, and Trent, you know I've said it a million times, and I appreciate what all of you have done for me, because you've helped me more probably than anybody else on YouTube, so the least I could do was let you do this. Have your moment. Alright. Trent, his 3 questions. First one was, from both your series, what was the greatest rivalry between drivers? Well, Trent, you were a part of the Cup Series one. The one with you and Ralph Green, I still think it's going on to this day. It just seemed like Season 2, it seemed like every race you guys were getting into each other, and then at Auto Club, where I talked about you winning that race from earlier part of this, that was pretty crazy how Ralph was the one that held you up. You guys always got into each other. You came back and won that race, and then you guys had your like arguments and everything, like not real arguments, but you know, just like racing wise. So I thought that was pretty funny. But I thought that was a really good rivalry. It really wasn't much of a rivalry last season, in Season 3, when he went to the 19 car. It only was a rivalry when he was in the 28 at least. But he's back in this season, so it looks like the rivalry has been reignited. Nationwide, I'm not even sure really about Nationwide. Actually, kind of, I don't know why, but I kind of think there was 2 teammates that were kind of a rival last season in the Nationwide series. Since there's only been one season in the Mopar Nationwide series, I really thought Ryan Acosta and Peachy London had like a kind of a rivalry because whenever one of them finished, like, won the race, the other one would always seem like to be second. I don't know, I always noticed, I don't know if anybody really picked that up, but I always thought that they had a rivalry for some reason. I don't know why. My driver might have had a rivalry with one of the Dawsons, but I don't know why. There was a lot of, like, maybe one race deal rivalries, but mainly I don't know why. I just thought Ryan Acosta, when he was driving the 6 and Peachy London was driving the 60, I just thought it was a rivalry for some reason. Wasn't really a lot of them. I mean, Zohar probably got into it with some. Zohar Mudden, I can't really think on top of my head. And the last question, second question, whoops. What is your favorite mod in R2003? Favorite mod is BR11, just because I just thought they actually looked good and everything. It sucks that they're really kind of discontinued now at this point since BR12's out. And just I like the body of the cars and everything. They look good. They had great paint schemes. They're still good ones you can find, but they don't really make new ones unless you request them now. So BR11 was still my favorite. The original Cup mod is probably second because it goes through all the years prior to the COT existence and everything. So I had a bunch of cars mainly on that one, over 1,000. So that was second. And my third favorite would probably be the Nationwide one since this is my second series now. So those are my 3 favorites. And then the last question, from other NR 2003 leagues other than your own, which one had the best finish in a race? A couple of your races, I think one was in your truck series and one was in Charles' Cup series. I just think it's a coincidence how you and Red hooked up at Talladega and won the race, and she helped you both times, pushed you to the win, passing somebody right before the line. That's what I could not believe. Like, that was deja vu. It was crazy. Another race I thought was pretty cool that I won, it was just recently, I won the Daytona 500 in James Quall's Castro GTX Cup Series return. And that was crazy because that car that I drove had never won in the prior 4 seasons, so I brought it to victory lane for the first time. That was my first Daytona 500 victory. Another big victory was when I finally won your series in that ARCA race. I know it wasn't that big of a deal, but it was an ARCA series race, but it took me forever to win your series. There was some races I just couldn't believe I won too. A lot of them were with my other driver, Ryan Cooper, winning because he won a lot. Every time like Ryan Cooper has won his race, like in some series, he's won back-to-back races. He's done it at least 3 times. He's done it twice in Charles' series. Like, I've seen him do it. Actually, he probably done it 3 times. He did in 30, I don't remember what car it was. He was driving the 33 or something. No, I don't remember. He did it a couple times, so it's just like crazy when those kind of things happen. Had a great race with Aaron Reed in the Castro GTX Cup Series at Bristol one season. I held him off and I dominated that race. don't know. I have a lot of great finishes, but it's hard to name them all. But I hope that helped out a little bit, Trent. You know you can ask me anytime because I can't think on the top of my head right now because I've watched so many races and everything. But I hope you enjoy this, Trent, and everybody else that actually watches this. So this is the last one for sure. So hope you guys enjoy this, especially Trent. And you're welcome for doing this separately. It was almost too late, but did it just for you. So hope you liked it, and stay tuned. Trying to upload the cup race. Try to do something to verify my account. So cross your fingers, guys, that my race uploads and it lets it stay.